What's the chow, Chinchow? LanturnJoe here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in a Dark Past. In the last episode, we saw the credits, and we also saw Dusclops arrive in the past. But he evolved into Dusknoir. Also, Grovyle saw the sunrise for the first time he'd ever seen in his entire life. But that seems to be the end, for the moment in time, of both Dusknoir, and Grovyle's story, as we're going to tell the same story from another perspective as we continue. Plus this after game. Where am I? Espeon! And Cherim and Plusle and Gulpin. Are they still alive? What is this? Let's read on and find out. Espeon, you finally arrived. Kids? What? What are you doing here? Or, more importantly, what is this place? Well, I think you could possibly imagine yourself But that beast and his lackeys have ended us all. Then it's my fault that you're... I'm so sorry, kids. Don't worry. I'm sure you did your best. We all did. But they also had some tricks of their own. At least now we're finally able to get a little rest. And besides that, not everything is lost yet, because our existence hasn't yet been fully extinguished. Has it, sir? Sir? What are you? I'm telling you, Trico is way stronger than... You already saw who won that duel. You're clueless. Duskull was holding back. And besides, now he's evolved once again. If they were to rematch, he would be the one to win this time. Every Pokemon is unique to itself. What a deep and meaningful thought. I love it. How annoying. How can you root for a Pokemon as creepy as him? Call him out. man. He's standing up for that guy, even with everything he's done. Guys, stop bothering them over something so childish again. Exactly. This argument makes no sense at all. Because Chinchow is just the coolest of them all. End of debate. Sir, look. This is Espion. She just arrived here too. This Pokemon. Isn't it? Oh. Cherub. Did you bring among more of your friends? They're great fun. And certainly peculiar too. They are indeed. So you are Espion. I see. Pleased to meet you. Enough already. What do you think you're doing? Oh no. She's got no filter at all. Even I instinctively know that this Pokemon isn't the one you want to irritate. Stop provoking them, Espion. You! How dare you abandon us to this fate? Us to our fate? Do you have any idea how much we've all suffered due to your inaction? Aren't you always supposed to be almighty? Espion, do you know it's not a good idea to question God? You do realise this. It is not a good idea to question God when you reach the pearly gates. It is very much not a good idea to question him. If that's what you believe. I personally don't believe in a religion, but I'm pretty sure that it's not a good idea, if that is what you believe, to question your God. You, the one who created everything and everyone, then why the hell are you just standing here doing nothing at all? Answer me! Arceus? Arceus? This Pokemon? For one and only how did you not realise this is Arceus? The one and only Arceus? This gentle Gramps is literally God? I'm sorry. There's nothing I desire more than to be able to solve this situation myself. Then, what are you waiting for? Get down there and save them all. Aye. Chill, Espion. Please. However, my personal situation isn't that different from yours. What did you say? We are currently located in the afterlife. Oh. Here lie the souls of those who've left behind something that still ties them to this physical world. In your case, those two are the ones who are still keeping you here. Chinchow, Dusknoir, I'm so glad that you both survived. And in mine, it's each and every one's of those creatures that still lurks around my creations, whether fields. I haven't been able to properly watch over you all for millennia. All this time, whenever you sought my blessings, or whenever you thought your prayers would be answered, I was observing, silent and impotent, from this very place. And who could have somehow eliminated an omnipresent being like you once were? I fell prey to humans' greed and fear. This brings that once shaped the same reality with us. They held the capability to earn the unconditional trust of any Pokemon, which unfortunately also included me. They yearned to control us, but they hid their desire under the lie of mortal understanding. They took advantage of our insolence and an oversight. My physical body was taken away from me, and with it, the vast majority of my capabilities. It was then that those closest to me, the immortal legendary Pokemon that helped me bring order to this universe, rose up and banished those humans to another parallel dimension. It was tough for them. No one was prepared for something like that, but they had no other choice. They could, well, have massacred all those weak, cunning creatures in straight resolution. However, I never granted them such malice. You are all kind beings, created in my image and likeness. Or at least, this was intentionally the case. I no longer have the power to redirect those who delve from the path of righteousness. Fine. Don't think you're totally free from culpability. But at least you've managed to explain yourself. I have 2 questions to make before anything else. The first one is that I still don't understand why not all of us got here. What about Torkoal? Where's his soul? I doubt he was able to survive if we couldn't manage to do so. That Pokemon has already found eternal rest. He admitted believing in his sacrifice, meaning he was the only one of you to die with a sincere smile, both inside and out. Oh, I see. I'm happy for them. Yes. And your next question? Must have something to do with those two, right? Your partners were observing you too during all this time. The same way all those little ones now cheer on their friends. They also did it with you. Until your life was finally consumed, of course. At that same moment you exhaled your last breath, their time came to an end. Their souls now rest, just like all the others. Though, perhaps carrying more grief than usual. Espeon, it's not your fault. Either way, they always believed in you. There's no reason for you to regret now. I have done so for too long. The only thing you can do is to keep trusting in those that inherited your will. It's true. They can still change history. I've got to cheer them on now. This is Chinchow? You have grown so much, and you've evolved. Wait, how is that even possible? And why is your vision so colourful? Did you perhaps finally find Celebi and travel back in time? That's wonderful. I knew you could do it. Yeah. Now Chinchow has become able to change fate. However, there's someone equally capable that wants to prevent it at all costs. Could that be Duskull? Why is he working with the Sableye? How was that even possible? That all Pokemon, the one who, to succeed him, has ended up being that kid. I can't understand it. He was kind, as any of us were. What happened to him? How did they get to this point? Well, that is quite a long story. Serves you both right. Especially you, cursed abomination. You deserve both this punishment and the misery that will soon ravage your life. A useless human being, alone and helpless in an unknown world, having forgotten the only weapon it disposed of. How does it feel to have lost all of your memories you put so much effort into stockpiling and preserving? It's unpleasant, isn't it? Aren't you terrified at each step you take? Anguished perhaps, by the overwhelming uncertainty that now surrounds you. Come to think of more fitting sentences from the huge crime your very existence is. Pathetic humans. They are so disgustingly predictable. Attacking your partner surely was a safe bet. You lack any sense of self-respect after all. You're so insignificant that you'll rather protect someone else's life before your own. Is it really not obvious to you at all that you aren't even worth the oxygen you breathe either? I was pretty sure about it. But seeing it once again, after so much time, has reminded me of my deep hatred for you all. And regarding that other misfit, well, it won't be long until I get rid of them too. But before that happens, I've got something important to do. I can't put it off any longer. You were Grovyle, right? Enjoy your little fairy tale as much as you can, because soon I'll myself put an end to your life for cooperating with some scum. With such scum and attempting against my ideals. Let's end this already. I'd better hurry. Before Cresselia starts looking for him once again. Grovyle. Hello. Alright. This small cave will serve as my temporary shelter. The first one. It radiates a very different energy from those we found in the future. Well, yes, they've been corrupted. This is before that had happened to them. I like this one much better. But I won't be able to do anything with just a single one. I've got to resume my quest as soon as possible. The the wonder map we kept with us should be properly used here. Let's see. How should I proceed from now on? Ah, okay, cool. We get to see the map. I will switch screens to allow you guys to see the map. Hang on, I've got to click on the emulator. That's always a good idea, Joe. I appeared in this place near the Threshold Forest. I arrived there. I got through it. I climbed up to the top of this mountain to see that sunrise. I went across this whole range of enormous mountains. And finally I arrived here. It took quite a long time to find this place that was suited my needs. It's a less rugged and much more accessible area. It'll make good transit points in my expeditions. And besides that, I can also get to the 4 remaining points left to visit without travelling too long of a distance from here. The first one I'll head to will be Limestone Cabin. I already know its secret, so that should be a piece of cake. After that, I'll visit Fogbound Lake. It's the closest one, and it's the next closest location, and if everything goes as planned, after that one there'll be Crystal Lake and the Underground Lake. Both are approximately the same distance. Perhaps heading to Crystal Lake would be easier, for crossing the northern desert could end up being quite tenuous. However, I've got no clue how to solve that puzzle, let alone by myself. I'll save that for last. We might meet each other again before it's necessary to head there. Oh, he still thinks that the human has somehow got through, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if the human has got through. I'll prioritise Underground Lake. Its trial was more one of courage. Let's get going then. To Limestone Cabin. Meanwhile... Oh, what's an interesting tidbit. Despite my old age, I never heard of a Pokemon like that one. Oh, really? It's a great honor to have added a humble page to your huge library of knowledge, said Torkoal. Whoa! Who the heck is this guy? He knows plenty of stuff. and he looks super strong. Would Mankey and I stand a chance against him together? I wouldn't dare face him on my own. Oh. It looks like we have more visitors. What a busy day. Oh. If it isn't the Sableye. What brings you to these parts? I beg your pardon, my lord? It was you who... Oh, I see. You got lost on your way there. You were expecting a fine banquet, weren't you? No. Not... actually... I'm sorry. But I'm afraid Waterfall Cave is not here at all. You were craving the gems that you can find at its depths, right? And someone must have mistakenly told you it was accessible from here. Yeah, sure. Just how arrogant can ignorance be? Excuse me for a moment, please. My friends, I'm afraid I must say goodbye to you all for the time being. These poor Sableye seem to have got lost on their way to another place. I now feel obliged to help them find it. I could not bear them going home with such unhappy expressions on their face. Oh, it's a shame. I really wanted to listen to more of your stories. It's never too late to keep learning. Oh, bye-bye. Super cool, sir. Oh. Though, now I think of it, we don't know your name yet. What is it? My name is Dusknoir. Dusknoir? That's an uncommon one, for sure. I've never heard it before. Yes. I came from a very distant place. I'm not quite known around here. At least, for now, anyways. Oh! What outlandish knowledge! That explains it all. Come back whenever you want. You'll always be welcomed at my hot springs. The pleasure was all mine. And now, irrevocably, I must say farewell to you all. Have you been able to find out what I asked you to do? Yes, my lord. We wouldn't have interrupted you otherwise. In this era, authority seems to be mainly vested in two installations. The Expedition Team Federation and the police that cooperate to catch and lock up outlaws. I see. Contemporary installations, they tend to be more fragmented. Their intel leaks with greater ease. And what about the additional details? Well, we've got some more information on that too. But we don't know how reliable it will end up being. It's okay. Keep going. You see, apparently, the police of this region is led by Officer Magnazone. They seem totally clean. There's not a single blemish on their record, and furthermore, they're not some bureaucrat who works from the comfort of an office. They're always involved in every outlaw's prosecution. No one knows how they manage to be as sturdy as that demands, because they have sturdy vulnerability. That's how. However, there's still this rumor about another of his officers, one that has been recently transferred from the Federation. Word on the street is that he's quite an ambitious one, and he doesn't seem to be driven by the same strong morals as his bosses. Oh, that is interesting indeed. You will inform me properly once we leave this place. I have already lost enough time with that geezer. A hermit as wise as the most distinguished of the Alakazam. Come on. He can't remember the colour of his own flames. So, are we now going to visit that place filled with delicious gems? Of course we're not. That was just a trick. I made up that story just to get by. I was kind of looking forward to it. And now that you mention it, let me remind you of something else. Stay away from the public eye. It's not convenient for us to be seen together. Is that clear? I have no role for either of you right now. Limit yourselves to observing from the shadows until I say otherwise. Sure, yes, my lord. We'll do as you say. And no more of this my lord business. We have already caught those terrorists. It's too awkward. It could end up harming my new image. Okay. Meanwhile, Boulder Quarry was no joke. And there's still a long way to go. Let's do this. the time you wait at the end of the limestone cabin. And that is where we're going to end off today's episode. I'm going to stop it here. Because we're going into Limestone Cabin, and that means dungeon exploring. And this episode has already gone 40 minutes, so yeah, I'm going to stop. Anyway, we'll explore Limestone Cabin in the next episode of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in a Dark Past. After game. Let's play. But until next time, I am LanturnJoe. Mean to the Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody get Pokemon. Can I rest? What would giving up do exactly? Is there a rest area? Ugh, that was terrible. Why am I having such trouble exploring alone? Perhaps you made things easier for my partner. Well, it's not exactly a rest area. No, that's not exactly a rest area. Damn, I was sort of hoping for a rest area. Anyway, I'm going to end off this episode here. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I am LanturnJoe. Mean to the Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody get Pokemon. Good night! Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving a like, comment and subscribing for more videos. And of course, if you ring the bell, you'll be notified first when those videos come out. You can follow me on Twitter at LanturnJoe, where you'll get news, thoughts and opinions from me and the rest of the Lantern Nation. And of course, if you want to watch some more videos, there should be something in the top right and top left hand corner of this here end card. But until next time, I have been LanturnJoe, and I'll see you on the next video.